What's up, y'all? It's a rock and roll fan for life here, and I wanted to go over my Back to the Beginning photo book with y'all. It's a hardcover, as you can see, and it's 11 by 8.5 inches, and it's printed on matte paper. It's 100 pages of nearly 250 of my best pictures from that day, and I'm selling this for $40 plus shipping, and I will ship worldwide. And yeah, I'm really proud of this book, man. I'm really, really proud of this book. I love concert photography, and I had the great and immense and luck to have been at the show, damn near rail, and I did my best with a little point and shoot camera that I had and a little lens extension for my smartphone. And again, I just want to go from the beginning to the end of the whole book with y'all. All right, so here we have the hardcover book, and the front cover picture is obviously a picture of the stage from the beginning of the day before any of the bands went on. As you can see, I think they're setting up. Yeah, they're setting up Braun from Mastodon's drum set. Back to the beginning, Jesus Castro Garcia. Again, I edited, I took all the pictures, I did everything to do with this book. I designed it all, did everything. So only my name. All images are copyright protected. I start with the preface. I talk about, finding out about the show way back in February of that year, seeing all the bands that would be on it, buying my ticket at 2 a.m. in the morning on my time, and just working my ass off to make it happen. And the fact that I just used a smartphone, a lens attachment, and my point and shoot camera. And here we start with some sights of Birmingham from the day before the show. We drove into Birmingham from Cardiff. We saw Slayer the night before. They had a Black Sabbath beer that day, IPA. Pretty sweet, full-sized Aussie Lego. They had the Sabbath mural just as you get outside of the train station, Birmingham. And just like I wrote there, that's Jake E. Lee right there. I just happened to have caught in the moment. I didn't realize it until well after. I'm like, holy shit, I caught Jake E. Lee taking a picture in the mural area. This is the site of the Crown, which right there it's written that it's a place where Sabbath played their first show. And ironically, I ended up taking a pic, I was at the site of where they last played too. The Sabbath Bridge, individual shots of each of the guys. Villa Park, that's what it looked like on the outside. That's what it looked like as we approached it from, couldn't tell you what side of it. One side of Villa Park, as I was waiting with the other GA Plus people. And inside the venue, it's a massive stage, massive fucking stage. It's been a while since I've seen a stage that big. And just all of us, 40,000 people piling in, waiting for the greatest show ever. Day started with Mastodon. They covered Supernaut. Mastodon's one of my favorite bands. It's just a huge shame that Brent Hines wasn't at the show, and a bigger shame and sad that he just died like probably within the month of this show happening. I love this picture. It's all the Mastodon guys and the three drummers they invited. Eloy from Slipknot, Mario from Gojira, Danny from Tool, and Braun was singing. Supernaut. Picture of Jason Momoa, who I loved as host because you could tell he was super stoked to have been there, and because he's a very, vocal metalhead. And then we have, where are they? Rival Sons. Big picture of just one of the panels. And Anthrax. Charlie, Frank, Joey. They covered Into the Void, which I was super hyped to hear. And I want to show off the printing quality right now. Yeah, Printing Center USA did a great job with getting a lot of the detail and color and everything from my pictures as they blew up. Yeah, they did a really great job, man. Really great job. The quality is bar none. Very happy with the work. Hailstorm, pretty epic shot of Lizzie with my little point and shoot camera. Covered Perry Mason from Ozzy. Then Lamb of God played. Again, one of my favorite bands. All individual members. Love their cover of Children of the Grave. I love their own songs too. This pretty sweet shot of Randy from my cell phone with the lens attachment. Man, look at that detail, man. That is fucking great. And just before I keep going, I want to mention that me and all the people around me, damn near in the front, we didn't move from our spots for 11 hours. From, was it like they let us in at 11 until 10:30. Fucking crazy, man. What luck we didn't have to use the restroom at all. And then the first session of supergroups, it's pretty cool. You got Nuno Betancourt, Jakey Lee, Lizzie Hale. Pretty sure that was, what's his name? His name's escaping me, man. God forgive me. David Ellefson right there. Mike Borden on drums. Can't really see him. Pretty sweet shot of Jake. Whitfield Crane right there leading the bands. David Draymond did a pretty sweet cover of Sweet Leaf that I actually dug. And just one of a few shots I got of Youngblood, because I wasn't really a fan, but I did become a fan of his cover of Changes. I did absolutely love the performance of it with him and the other guys. He did a great job. And Jack Black's Mr. Crowley was fucking epic, man. That when they revealed it was him, like when they revealed his face, man, that audience fucking burst like And this is just one of my little favorite pictures, man. Some backstage stuff. It's Adam from Tool. He's just like showing probably memes to fucking Hailstorm. I love it, man. Hell yeah, man. One of my most anticipated bands of that day, man. Alice in Chains. They were supposed to have done a tour earlier this year, and it just didn't come through. Sean got sick, or I don't know what happened. I had a medical emergency that sidelined the band, and this was their only performance of 2025. And I definitely relished it, and I'm extremely grateful to have been there. It's one of my favorite bands, and their cover of Fairies Wear Boots is awesome. You know, Jerry gets a huge shout out because he's one of the few guitarists that day that played Tony's leads as Tony wrote them. Love that shot of Will. I love all these shots of these guys. Mike, you see Danny right there. Heh. Sean, I wish I got to see more of his face, but damn it, those symbols were just in the way. Pretty huge, sweet shot of Jer with his legendary blue dress guitar. Man, you know, I got pictures like this because, you know, the light was on my side, man. This is probably like 750 shutter speed, or definitely above 350. So I'm able to freeze them. And now I'm giving them each like 2 pages. Sweet picture of Sean and his drum head by my friend Sketchy Goat, aka Carmen. And Gojira came out and played next. They did an awesome cover of Under the Sun, which was heavy. I just wish that they did the extended ending as it is on the album. And their songs are fucking epic too. Mario just fucking rocking his shit out. Pretty sweet shot of Joe. And then the other supergroup session and all the players, Jason Momoa, and I love this shot. Billy and Adam and fucking KK Downing. And this shot too, man, with all the drummers. Like, you got Tom Morello right there, Nuno, but then you got Travis and Danny and Chad and fuck, man, Rudy. Fuck. This one too. Yeah, KK was epic, man. Fucking Judas Priest. And we got some Priest too. I love this shot. Love that shot. This one too, Billy just lost in the sauce. Shout out to Chad for being a fucking ace drummer, man. Fucking beast drummer. And I did two facing the full page shots of Tom from Rage Against the Machine and also the musical director of the day. Yeah, just look at that. I want to show off the quality again. It's really freaking great. And then one of my favorite shots of Adam. And I know that these guys are really dear friends and close friends, and they basically grew up with each other, I believe in Chicago. And I love these two guitarists, and two of my favorite pictures from that day. Pretty crazy, man. All these people that play together. Another sweet shot of Nuno, Sammy, Travis, Vernon, and Papa Emeritus, Ghost. Yeah, look at that. Come on, man. Tobias from Ghost, Nuno Betancourt, Vernon Reed, Adam Wakeman, Travis Barker. Come on, man. That's a crazy fucking team up. And this was awesome, man. This was one of my favoriteest moments of that day, man. When Steven Tyler came out, did Train Kept It Rolling, Walk This Way, and a little bit of A Whole Lot of Love. And fucking Ronnie Wood from the Stones, man. That was fucking a wonderful surprise. And I've since become a bigger Stones fan, so definitely don't take that for granted. I cried when Steven came out, man. I'd never seen Aerosmith. It's like my first favorite rock band. And he sounded fucking amazing. And I always thought I would never see him because, you know, he's had some health concerns with because of his voice and all this stuff. But man, he was amazing that day. Really grateful for that. And Pantera came out. I wanted to show off that massive stage, and I feel like this picture definitely shows how massive Pantera is. Fists Up for Walk. Yeah, Planet Caravan and Electric Funeral, man. Definitely Pantera did it justice. Charlie with the two Abbott brothers. R.I.P. Vinny and Dime. Shot of Rex. Zach. Really sweet shot of Phil that I love. Came out really, really well. This is from my my cell phone with the lens extension. That's why it looks so clear. It's so good. Rex and Charlie. We got Zach. Love Pantera. And then again, one of my most favorite bands of the day and just ever, Tool, man. These guys fucking brought it, man. I love their cover of Hand of Doom. It was so fucking good. And 46 and 2 and Anima were great choices, man. Can't beat those fucking songs. Fucking Adam Maynard with his dumbass shirt. Danny, Justin. Fucking Danny in action, just Adam and Justin. Shot of Maynard that I really, really like, with that black mohawk that you really just don't see him don anymore. I love that shot. I love Tool, man. Love Tool. Fucking Slayer, man. Covered Wicked World, which was pretty sweet. They had a crowd surfing Jesus, except his camel shorts are showing now. Paul Bostaff, Gary Holt, Kerry, Tom. Full page shot of Tom. Looks really awesome. Gary in action. Kerry in action. God bless Slayer, man. And Guns N' Roses, man. I love Guns. And yeah, Axl doesn't sound amazing, but you know, I still have love for Axl, and he still is a great front man. Yeah, they covered 4 Sabbath songs. Junior's eyes blew me away, man. Slash soloing all over it was fucking epic. And obviously Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, it's all-timer Sabbath song. Look at that Slash right there with a Gibson SG, something he just never uses. Duff. I love the logos in the back, the Sabbath guns, Ozzy together, Duff, Axel, and again, it's one of my favorite shots of the day of Slash in the middle of action. I was only able to get a picture like this because the light and the sun was on my side, and you know, made it easy to increase the shutter speed. I love that shot of Slash. Really proud of it. Very glad to have included in the book. The Metallica Hole in the Sky and Johnny Blade, man. Aside from playing Creeping Death and Battery, a couple other songs. I love Metallica. Definitely one of my favorite bands. I love this shot of the guys. You got James right here leading the pack. The Master Puppets. Art in the back, which is what they were playing. Kirk in the middle of a solo. Rob. Lars on it. Full page shot of James that I really, really dig. Love Metallica. And then there's a tribute for Randy Rhoads that Tom Morello did. It's pretty awesome. Just before Ozzy took the stage with his crew. Obviously people were stoked to see the Oz Man. Had Mike Inez, Adam Wakeman, Oz, Zach, and Tommy Clufidos. One of my favorite pictures of Ozzy. Full page, you can see his arm on his name in his armband. Ozzy singing intently. The bat chair, I just love everything about it. The composition, everything. It looks amazing. Full page. Covered, played I Don't Know, Mr. Crowley, Suicide Solution, Mama I'm Coming Home, and Crazy Train. Ozzy like, I can't fucking hear you. And yeah, I did facing pages, full page shots of Zach in the middle of a solo. And Ozzy singing too. One of my close-ups with my point and shoot. Again, these guys had such a long career together. They definitely elevated each other, and you know, I did this facing page, full page spread on purpose like that. Hell yeah, man. People love that Ozzy solo set. Group shot. And then the moment that I'd been waiting for all day, and probably most of us, given that these guys fucking created the genre of heavy metal or whatever, what have you. Sabbath. Black Sabbath. The only 2-page band spread in this whole book. Deserves, because there's none other like Sabbath. The original Sabbath, man. Ozzy Osbourne. Shot I love. Tony Iommi. Shot I really love. Geezer in the middle of some bass action. Bill. Glad to have heard his drum playing again. And a sweet group shot right here. Right there I wrote how one of my favorite moments from that day was that they almost fucked up War Pigs. Well, I should say Bill, like he was just kind of falling off the rails with his drum patterns on the bridge towards the outro. But after a few moments, he caught back up with the guys, and they finished the song as it sounds. And you know, obviously I didn't want to hear the song get butchered, but you know, they got it back and they did it. And again, it was live, so it was just a great moment. It's a great human old guy moment. Sabbath with Blue Lights and the set list. War Pigs, NIB, Iron Man, Paranoid. Shot of Tony. that I really dig. I'm trying to show it off the lighting right here. And his Hands of Doom. Very glad that I may be the only one that got great shots of Tony in his hands that day. I remember being like, I need to get a shot of him in his hands. And this is my favorite that I got. And a pretty sweet close-up of Geezer. Sweet shot of Bill, sticks up. Full page Ozzy in his chair when he's with the Sabbath guys. Picture of the Sabbath guys and the huge stage and lighting rig. Tony with his Laney amp in the back. That Gibson SG in full view. One of my favorite pictures. And then the Sabbath guys. I love this shot of Ozzy smiling, definitely as he was looking at Tony. Tony lost in the sauce, riffing away. Bill, when he still had his shirt on. Geezer, again lost in that sauce. Just as they came to a close of their set. There's all this freaking confetti that they blew up. Bill basking the glow of an overdue and earned victory lap. Love that shot. The crowd all hyped at the end of Sabbath's set. I'm glad, really glad I got a shot of this. You know, people were all stoked in purple. The fireworks. And that was it for the main book. You know, I talk about how I'm just really grateful that I was there, and obviously all this, that concert means so much more with the passing of Ozzy. And I love Black Sabbath, and that's my goofy ass at the end of the show, me with my Iommi shirt, because as much as I love Ozzy and Sabbath, I mean, it's really Iommi that, you know, is responsible for all of it. And well, they all had a hand, but that's the shirt I wanted to wear that day. And I love this part. It's an extras part. You know, pictures that I just didn't, well, they just didn't fit in the flow of the book or aren't quite perfect. That picture is pretty good. It looks all right there. Pretty sweet shot of Tony, Bill, Geezer. And these are like screenshots from a video that I took as they started War Pigs. You know, I love the red and the fists in the air, devil horns in the air. And the guys just surrounded by red light. Pretty sweet close-up of the guys. The guys from Mastodon, Anthrax, Lamb of God, Jakey Lee, David Ellefson with Lizzie Hale. The only kind of shot I got of Mike Borden. I wish I got a better shot. I love Mike. Love this shot of Tom Morello, Danny Carey. You just don't really see those guys playing together anymore. Pretty sweet shot of Will from Alice. Nice shot of Jerry. Jerry and Sean. Steven Tyler. See Sharon way in the corner right there. Tom and Andrew Watt. I gotta look at this picture better. Steven Tyler right there. Travis Barker. Tom Morello. Rudy Sarzo. Fucking Ronnie Wood. Papa Emeritus. Papa V, whatever the fuck he went by. Sweet close-up of Zach. Joe. Some more shots of the Guns guys. I love that group shot. Some of the Met boys, James and Kirk, and then Kirk with James. I love that shot. Them harmonizing their leads. And this double spread of Aussie shots that I really like, that are just different enough from each other. I love this one, you know, it's just like full of life. Another sweet one. Oz just rocking out, smiling and rocking out. Inez in the back, singing, you know, waving his hands. Zach on the acoustic, singing intently. And then, okay, we got some full page shots of the Sabbath guys. I love this shot of Tony. It's from my smartphone and that extended lens, and it looks amazing. It's from my point and shoot of Oz. Sweet shot of Geezer that I got as he was playing the bass intro to NIB. I love this shot of Bill that I got. And another 2-page spread of the Sabbath guys. We'll go in close. Long live Black Sabbath. And that's it. That's the end of the book. A picture of the young Sabbath guys from the mural. And that's it. That's the Back to the Beginning book. Really proud of this book. I designed everything. I took all the pictures. It was a huge passion project. I'm very grateful to have been there. And you can get yourself a copy for $40 plus shipping. And I do ship worldwide. And I'll leave a link to my Instagram and my email. Please feel free to reach me there. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and I'll definitely update it with a store when I finally open one up. And thanks for watching. Buy a copy.